Hi everyone, this is a review of the new ScentSationals Christmas Holiday 2021 wax melts that can only be purchased from the ScentSationals website. Now, of the ones that you're seeing here, 6 of them are older scents that I've already reviewed. So I'm only going to review the brand new ones. Also, about a week or two ago, I reviewed other ScentSationals Holiday 2021 wax melts that are in the same packaging, but those can be purchased on the Walmart website. So it's a different collection of holiday melts. So I will get started. If you've never seen my reviews before, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've done my review because I don't want to be swayed by what I think it should smell like. So the first one we're going to do is Apple Spruce, and the notes are: the opening is crisp and cool with strong, vibrant citrus, French pear, sweet McIntosh apple coupled with cool juniper, woody spruce, and fresh vetiver. This scent is the same scent as the new Ambiescen's Spruce It Up, although those notes are McIntosh fragrances coupled with cool juniper and fresh vetiver, which is basically the same, just not as many details. This is a very nice scent of pine, apple, and a hint of citrus, like orange or lemon, like 70% pine, 20% apple, and 10% citrus. It could also have just a smidgen of cinnamon, but if so, it's very subtle. Smells fantastic, and the throw is strong, like a 3.5 out of 5 would do well in a medium to a large sized room. The next scent is Caramel Apple Spice. I'm not going to review this because this is an older scent, but if you go to waxmeltreviews.com, there is a link where you can take a look at the review that I did for this scent maybe a year or two, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm not going to review this one again. So we can kind of do this quickly. Cotton Candy Champagne. Notes are: a cloud of decadent spun sugar with a twist of tangy aldehydic citrus punch. This does not smell like cotton candy or champagne. It smells more like an orange creamsicle, and it's fantastic. I get the orange and the sweet vanilla and just a smidgen of tanginess from the champagne note that tempers some of the sweetness. The champagne note, thankfully, is not one of those sour, bitter champagne type notes that some alcoholic scents tend to have. So it just has that just very slight tanginess, which makes it a little bit different from an orange creamsicle. So it's not quite as sweet as an orange creamsicle, but it's close. It might also have a hint of like another fruit in there, like raspberry, but looking at the scent notes, I don't see that in there. I love the scent. The throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5 would do well in a small to medium-sized room. I would have liked for it to be a little bit stronger, but it's a strong scent with a mediocre throw. So it's it might be a little bit too nauseating if it were if it had a really strong throw. Iridescent is an older scent. I'm not going to review it again. Let It Snow. This is a new scent. And the notes are: fresh lime, zesty lemon, and bright tones of bergamot sparkle above white neroli and fresh jasmine infused with blonde woods and an ozone-spiked breeze. This is a salty, fresh air scent of slightly peppery pine and lemon rind. With a salty, fresh air scent with slightly peppery pine and lemon rind. It has a note that I can only describe as waxy, but that's not exactly it. It's actually in a really good way. And although it's not a sweet scent, it does have a tiny bit of sweetness from maybe a very subtle floral way in the background and possibly a smidgen of light wood. So maybe it's like 55% fresh, 20% lemon rind, 15% pine, 5% floral, 5% wood, like something like that. But I would probably classify it mostly as, if I had to classify it in any way, I probably would classify it more as pine. It might have a little bit more of the pine than the lemon, even though it's not technically a pine scent. Looking at the notes, I think I do detect a smidgen of lime, but it's barely noticeable. I don't detect neroli, And I'm really surprised that I don't see pine because I'm sure that I smell that in this scent. This is different from anything I've ever smelled, and I really like it. And the throw is very strong. 4 out of 5 would do well in a large room and maybe outside the room. So the Let It Snow is a great scent. Next we have Merry Berry. And the notes are graham-infused sugar cookies topped with a dollop of creamy cheesecake frosting and sweet raspberry drizzle. I thought this was the same as ScentSationals Juicy, but although it's very similar, it's not exactly the same. Both scents smell like soft, sweet, rich cherry fudge with raspberry and possibly a smidgen of almond. Juicy, however, is a bit brighter than this scent and with more of the maraschino cherry note. This Merry Berry scent, however, is richer with a hint of a bakery note or maybe just more vanilla, definitely more raspberry, and maybe a smidgen of chocolate or caramel, although I'm not sure about that. But it is definitely different from Juicy, but very, very similar. I think it kind of uses the juicy scent as almost like a base for this scent. They're both fantastic. If you love one, you'll love the other. This scent lasted the entire day, at least 12 hours. Probably would have gone longer if I hadn't removed it from the warmer for the evening. Throw on this scent is bold, 5 out of 5. Scent monster that took over the entire house. So this is going to be a definite winner. Also, there was a scent years ago. I think it was raspberry Linzer cookie or something like that. Many, many years ago from ScentSationals. I don't remember that scent. I don't think it's the same as that scent. I think this one's better. As I recall, that one was a little bit more fake. So I don't think it's the same. I don't know. If anyone still has that scent, maybe they can let me know. But yes, this is definitely a winner for sure. No Place Like Home. Notes are the comforting essence of warm sandalwood and glowing amber infused with citrus freshened woods, powdery blooms, and soft transparent musk. This is a totally different scent from the old ScentSationals No Place Like Home, which was a clove type scent that I didn't care for. Totally different from that scent. It's not the same scent at all. This smells like a combination of cinnamon and baby powder, but it's more complex than that. The cinnamon in this scent is like an expensive, like Ceylon or Ceylon cinnamon powder. Ceylon. It's a very expensive cinnamon. It's a mild, delicate cinnamon that almost has like a floral note. It's not a harsh, big red gum or red hot candies type cinnamon at all. It's like the actual powder. Like if you open up the cinnamon powder and you sniff it, that's the kind of cinnamon it is. But it's not regular cinnamon that you buy at any store. It's like the more expensive Ceylon cinnamon. And it's mixed with musk because it's quite sweet, and baby powder, and rich vanilla, and possibly a hint of sandalwood and a smidgen of warm amber. It's nothing like any other cinnamon scent that I've smelled, since it's not all that cinnamony, even though I think cinnamon is the main note, which it's kind of hard to explain. You just have to smell it. It's an amazing combination. I can't stop sniffing it. The notes are similar to Amber Cashmere Fusion and Better Homes and Gardens Soft Cashmere Amber, but it's a totally different scent. Looking at the notes, I don't detect citrus at all, and I can't believe that there's no cinnamon in the notes because this is mostly cinnamon. I'm sure of it. I keep smelling it over and over again. Other people have said it's cinnamon, so I don't know why it's not in the notes, but it's a fantastic scent, and this throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So love that one too. Perfectly Pine, I'm not going to review it again. It's an older scent. Red Hot Cinnamon is also an older scent, but I am going to review, that I have reviewed before, but I'm going to review it again because it's the same as another scent that just came out. So the notes are aromatic notes of bright red hot cinnamon accented by crushed clove bud, sweet allspice, and a touch of shimmering nutmeg. This is a straight red hot cinnamon with a sweet, slightly candy note, which I originally reviewed in 2017. This scent has been around for many years. It's the same as the new ScentSationals Cinnamon Bear scent. that I reviewed like a week or two ago, the one that's available through the Walmart website. Despite the slightly different notes, the notes for Cinnamon Bear are freshly ground cinnamon accented with citrus sparkles, fragrant allspice, and warm clove. The wax is the same shade of red, and it's odd that rim ports would come out with the same scent under two different names at the same time of the year. So that never happens. Maybe Cinnamon Bear is very slightly sweeter, although I did the bag test. So what that is I put both clamshells in a bag, I shake the bag once, and I take out and I sniff both wax melts with my eyes closed to see if I can tell a difference. I could not tell a difference. I think this is also the same scent as the old Better Homes and Gardens spicy cinnamon stick, and the notes are basically the same. The notes for that scent were freshly ground cinnamon sticks embellished with pure notes of crushed clove essence, sweet nutmeg, and a sprinkle of festive allspice. I no longer have that scent to compare. The throw is what is the throw? Very strong, 4 out of 5, of course, because, it's cinnamon. Cinnamon scents are usually very strong. So even if you don't like cinnamon, this is a great scent to mix with other scents to give them a cinnamony note, because it doesn't really have any other notes but that sweet, strong cinnamon. So you can mix it with anything: vanilla, pine, fruity scents, anything that you want to give like a red hot cinnamon candy type note to. You could blend that. Oh, peppermint. That would probably. Oh, peppermint would smell great mixed with this. Okay. Well, anyway, it's a nice all-purpose cinnamon scent, and it's very, very strong. So, next we have salted caramel buttercream, which I'm not going to review because it's an older scent. I'm also not going to review vanilla pine because that's an older scent as well. Again, I reviewed this before, and you can go to waxmeltreviews.com to find a link for that review. Here's another new scent, warm Fireplace. The notes are the brightness of citrus splash greens, wild herbs, and ambered fougere embrace dark woody patchouli, milky sandalwood, and oriental amber, spun with black suede and cocoa bean. I knew I had smelled this scent before, but I could not place it, and then I realized it's the same as the Sienna Suede Fusion and Oak and Rye Wicked Woods, which are those two scents are the same as each other. The notes are the same as those two scents, as well as the same rusty red wax color. I love this yummy, foodie, incensey cologne type scent. I smell warm amber, patchouli, and eastern spices, vanilla, and maybe a hint of tobacco, and definitely a smidgen of apple. Looking at the scent notes, there's no apple, and I don't smell citrus, or maybe that's the apple that I think I smell. And although I don't smell chocolate, it's probably what I think is the vanilla, and patchouli sometimes smells like chocolate also. Fougere is a combination of lavender, oak moss, and coumarin, and coumarin is a synthetic form of tonka bean, which is a type of, almost like a type of vanilla. And I do think I smell the lavender, maybe, but if I didn't know it was there, I would not detect it. This scent might also possibly be similar to Better Homes and Gardens Apple and Oud, but I no longer have it to compare. It's also a little bit similar to ScentSationals Flirtatious, but this scent is warmer, darker, and more incensey, and with the smidgen of apple that Flirtatious doesn't have. The throw on this scent is strong, 3.5 out of 5. And last we have Whipped Peppermint Cream. The notes are vanilla bean sweetens red and white striped peppermint candy canes dusted with powdered sugar. This is a peppermint candy or candy cane scent with a little bit of vanilla. It's almost the same as Candy Cane Crush from Oak and Rye, or Oak and Rye Candy Cane Crush, and Ambiessence. Okay, so Oak and Rye and Ambiessence both had a scent called Candy Cane Crush, which were the same. It was the same scent. The Candy Cane Crush is also a sweet candy cane scent, but this scent is very slightly less sweet and might have a little bit more vanilla. It also has a very subtle musty note, not musky, musty with a T, that Candy Cane Crush doesn't have. the mustiness doesn't detract from the scent. It's still a great scent. Peppermint is a great scent for mixing with other scents like vanilla, chocolate, pine, lemon, and amber perfumey scents. You can mix peppermint with just about anything. It's going to smell fantastic. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So there you have it. The other scents that I did not review are the caramel apple spice, iridescent perfectly pine, salted caramel buttercream, and vanilla pine, which I have reviewed before in 2016, 2018, 2020. And you can see those reviews if you go to the text version of this review at waxmeltreviews.com. And feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought and retail wax melts, including the ScentSationals. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. Have a great day.